Hey everybody, this is Cresso. Oh, wow, I had one of those days. I felt frustrated. I was just taking care of some personal matters, and it involves money and stuff. And I was just really, man, I just got a lot on my mind right now. I had to take I had to take a breather quite a few times. Um, you know, it's just, I felt frustrated with money. I'll tell you straight up, everybody. I really did. Um, so much that sometimes I feel like I just want to rip money. I just want to rip it in pieces. I felt that way because I was telling my friend of mine that sometimes the feeling of money, sometimes it just brings like a lack mentality, and it just does. Numbers and stuff. You feel like you can't do certain things because, money, and, you try to take care of family matters and stuff. So it's really frustrating. The process when money is going to be available and blah, blah, blah. I just felt heated. I didn't know, I felt like I didn't know what to do. I allowed my own ego really get the best of me today. And, I wanted to do some videos, today. I just wanted to do videos. And, I was like, I felt like I didn't want to do any more videos today. I mean, I just want to do a special video on this about my feelings, what I'm going through. But yeah, I have a couple of videos I was planning to do today. And because I felt so frustrated today, I felt like in my own head is telling me, well, how can you do a video about to inspire people? How are you gonna, why are you gonna do that? And it's like, what kind of example are you gonna be? And look, you got so emotional today and stuff like that. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? I felt like I was creating my own religion. I was. To be this straight-laced being. And, yeah. I'm like, I felt in my head, I really felt like I was creating my own self-prison. I'm like saying to myself, no, I'm going to inspire people. I'm going to inspire people. And yes, when I'm feeling frustrated, I know a lot of my clips, I always talk about uplifting thing and self-empowerment. And, yeah, I wanted to show the side of myself, the frustrating side. I guess I feel, I really caught myself that my own mind was trying to really heavily suggest to be this stiff, kind of like, it's an idea, a stiff politician or this religious person, religion, and it's not fully authentic. And I'm like, it was suggesting that. And I was feeling like, yeah, I don't want to do any videos today. It's a couple of topics I want to talk about. And, I just felt like I just wasn't in a right state to do videos. But I feel like it is a perfect opportunity to do a video, even what I'm feeling now, Yeah, I got frustrated, but I'm okay, Yeah, I'm okay. I do my best to come as real as possible to everybody. And I know better. I mean, yeah, my own head's telling me, Cresso, all these spiritual things, you taking ayahuasca, you reconnected to who you are, and life is not just on earth, but universe beyond. And how can you just fall like that? How can you just be frustrated? You be one moment, you feel like you have so much knowledge and wisdom and all that, and then the next moment you act like you just forgot everything. And that's how I felt. And I had to tell my own head, like, you know what? I'm going to inspire people. I am. I'm not going to let my egoic self stop me. Okay? I understand that it's a path that I choose. If I choose to be someone, let's say, for this is an example, if I choose to be a political head, to be all stiff and plastic and whatever, I could do that. If I want to be a religious, some holy person with a big Kool-Aid smile on my face and all that, and kind of like be like this character from The Simpsons, Flanders, if I want to do that, I could do that. I know this is a choice that I'm making. But I said to myself again and again, I'm saying to myself, no, I'm going to inspire people. You know? I am perfect. I am great. You know? I am. Regardless that if I feel frustrated. Regardless that if I feel like I don't know what the hell, how things going to work out. Regardless. Regardless that I say to everybody that, no, I'm not just of a human. Regardless. I'm still consciousness. I mean, I could be one-dimensional. You know what I mean? One-dimensional thinking. That's why I was given the idea of a political figure or religion. Idea, you know, not the being, but the idea of religion and political. I understand these things. These are one-dimensional way. And you become like a prison in your own mind. You're like this. And you can't, like, if you crack, oh! Then you got people saying, oh, you're a flip-flopper. If I change my mind on something. You're a flip-flopper. Oh, wait, I thought you was righteous. What happened? And that's what our own head always tells us. You know, we do our best, and then we become our worst critic. Boom, just like that. So everybody, you know, I am a multidimensional being. You know, we all are, you know, and, you know, I could be one-dimensional, you know, I could be one-track minded, you know, I could do that. And if I do that, I'm consciousness still. But I'm limiting myself. You understand? I'm limiting myself. So it's like, again, I'm just going to keep it real to everybody, you know. So when you see my clips and a lot of stuff that I've shared, you know, I'm not some hypocrite, you know. I have other sides of me. Okay, I understand it very well with the human behavior. We look towards somebody. We look towards a sports athlete. That's why a lot of sports athletes do things for the community, for the kids. But if that sport athlete has a DWI, oh my gosh, you gonna tell me that same basketball player that was giving all these inspirational speeches to our kids, how can you have a DWI? And all that credential, all that stuff, for example, it's just poof. And then you gotta work extra hard to be what? To redeem ourselves. All that is ego. You know? We look to somebody. Again, some false god, I will call it. You're looking for a limited idea of ourselves. That's what we do. And that's why a lot of us, we're trying to fulfill ourselves by looking at something outside of us. These role models. I don't want to be anybody's role model. I'll tell you that right now. I like to inspire people, but I'll say this. You be yourself. You be your own role model. And I feel like that's what a lot of people need to do that. It's great for people to be inspired. But role model meaning, it's a different take. I have a different feel to it. You want to be like that person. If everybody looks at me as a role model, can't stop you. You could do what you want to do. All I'm saying is that everything that I say in my clips, okay? I have over close to coming about 130 clips so far. I have like original content. I speak my mind, I express myself, and all those things, and you know, and I realized I don't really show too much of my frustration side, and I'm glad I'm doing this clip. I'm glad. I was worried. I felt worried about money. I felt so angry felt limited, and I hate it. I hate feeling limited. I could choose to be limited, but I hate it. The reason why I feel like ripping money in my pocket, I felt that way because I feel like the idea you're holding up, you know, you're holding up this, you know, piece of paper that's supposed to define you. Just paper. That's all it is. My friend called it out. All this is just access to things. That's all it is. It's the energy that we put into this stuff. That's all it is. I mean, it's a depth note. But, I'm not saying money's bad. The energy that I put, okay, alright, into this piece of paper, okay, I put a lack mentality. I had a lack mentality. I decided to be lackful and worried, okay, that things not going to work out, you know, but in my heart, I want to inspire people still, regardless my day was the way it was. And I had to really stop myself because some of my friends like, I want to inspire. I got some clips today. I want to do some clips today, and she was telling me that, you know, and I was telling her, I'm like, you know what? I feel like I was creating my own religion for a moment. I did. Don't do this. If you do that, you're not good. If you do that, you're not being righteous. If you do that, you need to be an example to people. I'm going to tell you this straight up, everybody. If we play a role to limit ourselves and do these things, we all being full of crap. Because no matter how one-dimensional you decide to be, and even me, it's going to crack. Oh, it will crack. You could be one-dimensional, but you're much more than that. It will crack. It will. We're not meant to prison ourselves. It's a momentarily thing, but it's going to crack. That's why we call certain people flip-floppers or whatever. And we look down on certain people because we think we create this false sense of some sort of God above us or whatever, people on a pedestal. It's going to crack. It always does, actually. It's not going to. It always cracks. And that's why I feel like I need to do this. I need to be real with everybody. You know, I mean, thank you for looking at my clips. Thank you for being inspired. You know, but I felt like it's needed. I felt like I like to balance things out. You know, we want people to be authentic. I know we don't see that a lot these days. I know. We look to gurus. We think gurus are the answer to your lives and stuff, and not really. We are the answers, nothing outside of you. I mean, everybody's connected. But our own five senses, we want to look and hear, and then we want to touch. And one of the five senses we want to touch. And you think that's going to complete you. Because you look up to a basketball player, for example. You look up to a guru, whatever, right? You look up to some holy man, right? And, yeah, I understand full well the human behavior on this. But it always cracks all the time. We gotta be our authentic self, regardless. If you wanna be frustrated every single time, or whatever you're trying to keep yourself in, let it out.